Hey guys, it's Francis Young coming at you guys with a video today. Today topic I wanted to cover was I want to make a tier list of spikes I own, and I got inspired by another YouTube channel. If you follow Kalen Walker, he's a sprinter from University of Iowa. He made a tier list on most of the sprint spikes that he ranked from best to worst. I'm gonna do a spike list, but not for all the sprint spikes. It's basically all the sprint spikes I own. I wanted to do that because I have more insight and I'll be able to give you my opinions on track spikes that I think that I own that are good and ones that are not too good. I've been sprinting. I started sprinting basically when I was in high school at the age of 13 all the way till I was 18, and then I restarted sprinting after university. And it's been almost 4 years, 4 or 5 years, and I've had a lot of track spikes over the years. I That's one of my favorite spikes. Favorite things about the sport is the track spikes, and I love the innovation. And I've had a lot, and I'm gonna be showing you guys spikes I own. You can see my faces at the top. I'm gonna show you the model also because I do own a lot of track spikes. And let's get started. So we'll get started with the Puma Evo Electric 11. So I had this spike for 2 years, and I generally like the spike. I want to put it in B tier, mid tier, because here's what I like about it. I like the fact that the plate is really rigid, really reactive, so you feel closer to the floor when you're running, and it's really good for starts. But the only thing I don't like about this was the comfort. It's very narrow, it's very tight to put on. I'm a size 10 and I didn't fit it, so I had to get a size 10 and a half, and it's an alright spike. Hard plate, it will get the job done. It's basically considered a budget spike now because you could get this for 100 Canadian, which is around 80 US. This spike was worn by Usain Bolt, Andre DeGrasse before the super spikes were made, and it's a reliable spike, but it's not the best spike, probably. Honestly. The next spike is another budget spike. It's the Adidas Finesse. So I'm gonna put the Finesse below the Evo Speed Electrics. I didn't mind it, but the comfort wasn't too good. I didn't like the plate too much. It's a bit too hard for me, and I don't like the upper at all. The upper is very loose. It's not very tight. You don't have ankle support, which I don't like on a pair of shoes. It's very budget. It's also $80 USD. You get these on Amazon, and yeah, these are beginner spikes, I would say, for someone who wants to start track and sprints. It's a good spike, but it's not really good for performance wise and comfortability. It wasn't too comfortable. The next spike I want to cover is the Superfly Elite 1. So this is the spike where I ran my PBs in when I came back, and I could tell you I don't like the ones as much as the twos, but this is a pretty good spike, and I will put it in A category just because it gets the jump. It's a hard, rigid waffle plate, very rigid. It's a good spike. If you can't afford the max flies, I would consider getting the Superfly Elite ones or the twos. It's just very, very good spike. It's reliable. It's semi-durable. If you use it for a whole year, almost like 3 times a week, of course it's gonna get destroyed. But if you wear these smartly, I'm sure you're gonna get a good times of these. So this is a good spike. That's why I play A tier. I'm gonna go over before I go over the big super spikes. I'm gonna go over the lower tier spikes. So this is the Under Armour Sprint Form 2. I'm gonna rank it in D. It's not good. I've worn these a couple times. I don't really like it. The plate is really it's like the old version of the Superfly Elite 2s, the first version, the Nike Zoom Jaw ones. The plate was like this, and it's not durable. I've seen people rip their heel. Not a durable spike. I don't like it. I don't like the feel, and this really didn't get me anywhere. I got these from Winners for $20, and I tried them out, and they're not really cool. So I don't really like these. The Under Armour spikes aren't reliable for now. I haven't had a good Under Armour spike. The next spike we will cover is the Andre DeGrasse spikes. I gave these Andre DeGrasse spikes to my teammate who didn't have a good pair of spikes, so I'm gonna put this B tier, mid tier, before the Evo Electric 11 because it's a really good spike. It doesn't come with removable pins, but it's a really good spike because of the fact the rigidity of the plate is good. It doesn't have carbon fiber in there, but I think the plate is a carbon fiber, but there's not a carbon fiber foam in there. It was a really good spike. I wore it, but it was a size too big. I liked it. I enjoyed it. It was a good spike. I don't have it with me now because my friend is using them. So yeah. Next, we're gonna get to the first spike I wore when I came back. The next spike is the Nike Zoom Jaw 3s. The Nike Zoom Jaw 3s are a good semi-budget level spike. It's similar to the Superfly Elite ones, except for the upper, which the laces are on the side. I wore these when I came back, and honestly, they're reliable. They're just like the Superfly Elite ones. I think they're comfortable. I like the Superfly better, but if you want these are good for 200, 400. Reliable, semi-budget, around 120 USD. It's semi-level spike. It's a good spike. It's good. And overall, I like it. I like the feel of the comfort. It's a good spike. It's just not really high-performing spike like other spikes. Now we're gonna get into the high-level spikes soon, but we're gonna cover the Puma Tokyo Brush 3s. So I'm gonna put the 3s around here. Like honestly, I bought these because I couldn't get my hand on the Nitro series, and I got these, and I wore them once honestly, and it's a very good rigidity plate. It's super stiff. I just didn't really like the comfort of it. It was basically too low for me, way too low and hard, and I didn't feel like I was getting enough pressure out of my strides when I was doing this, and it was really too low. I didn't really like it. I tried it on once. I haven't been running these in a full practice yet. I'll get back to you on these, but I don't think they're better than the Electric 11 or the Andre DeGrasse ones. It's kind of like a semi-level. It's Puma spike. It's a good spike. It'll get the job done, but I feel as if the Nitro series are better for Puma. That's why I give it a B tier. It's a mid tier. So all these in B, they're mid tier. They're mid. They're good. They'll pass the job, but for performance wise, I don't think I want to wear these in a track meet. We're soon gonna get into the high level spikes, which is coming up right now. So we're gonna start off with the Prime SP1. Prime SP1, I want to put near the Superfly Elite ones. Better than the Superfly Elite ones, probably, because this is a real spike that goes back to Adidas roots. This is the hard plate, a really good upper. It feels really good running, even though personally for me I don't like them. I don't like spikes with hard plates anymore. I just don't. But this is a real good spike. It's the first SP, so the Prime SP2 came out after the SP1, and this was one of the best spikes you'll probably get for Adidas. Next, we're gonna go to the Zoom Jaw 4. The Zoom Jaw 4 came out in 2023 in the summer, and it's a really good spike. I would put it before the Nike Prime SP1s, mainly because it's a low new plate, so you only have 2, 4, 6, 7 pins, but this is the lightest Nike Spike Sprint you'll ever get. It's very light, better than the 3s I would find. I really enjoyed wearing these, really liked it. Feel close to the ground, steps were powerful, really good for starts. I really enjoyed these. These are really good. They're around 160 USD now, so they have went up from the price, but I would wear these. These are really good if you like these spikes. The next spike I'm gonna say to review is the Nike Superfly Elite 2. I have 7 pairs of Elite 2s basically, and I would rank these for the first spike to get S tier. This is the spike where everyone Nike athlete was wearing before the Max Fly era. This was the most reliable spike. Christian Coleman wore these, Justin Gatlin wore these, all the Nike sprinters were wearing these, and this is my favorite Superfly. Hard waffle plate. It's been revamped from the one. The Flyknit Atomnet is super good. I love it. Fits like a glove. This is my favorite Superfly Elite 2. Probably my favorite spike ever. I was wearing these for every practice, but I have switched to the Max Flies. I love these. These are good. They round you about 215 US, 100. It was 195, but they raised the price on the new ones, so these are 100, 210, I think. So it's a real good spike. It's durable. It does everything. This is a good spike. I would definitely recommend it. It's the first S tier. The next super spike I have is the New Balance Power Super Comp Power XR. It's for a sprint. Honestly, this is a super spike. This is the Spike Trayvon Bro malware, and it's a super good spike. I'll tell you right now. It's a good spike. I'm not gonna lie, it's a good spike. But it's too narrow for me. Honestly, my feet are skinny and this is way too narrow. My toes hurt every time I wear these, but the fact is it's very comfortable, has no retractable pins, so you don't have to switch them. It's a super carbon fiber foam here, carbon fiber plate. It's very good. It's a good spike. It will wear me a good. It will, for New Balance runners, it's very good. I will put these in the S tier, but below that Superfly Elite 2 because I think the Superfly Elite 2s are way better than this. Next, we're gonna cover the Nike Air Max Air Zoom Max Fly up tempos. Compared to the regular Max Fly versions, I've seen people say the little thing here starts earlier, and the bubble is smaller than the Max Fly. I will put these, the first S tier, in front of Superfly Elite 2s, mainly because this spike is super good. If you want a spike for performance, this and the Max Fly, which I'm going to show you right now. Max Fly is here. I have a Max Fly, and this thing starts later than this, but I don't think there's really a difference. Max Fly I'm going to put before the up tempos because I find the Max Flies are the most reactive spike out there. They were most reliable. Most athletes, recreational athletes, are going to wear these because they are really good. Both are they're similar. I don't think there's any difference, but maybe there might be little differences like the foam, the light, the plate. But both the Air Tempo and the Max Fly are one of the best spikes out there that you could get, hands down. You've seen so many sprinters wear these, and I've seen all of my friends run a lot of PBs in these, and these are really good. And the last spike that I have that I own is another super spike, I'm going to say, is the Prime SP2. The Prime SP2 is the counterpart to the Max Fly, and I'm going to put it just below the Max Fly, in between the two Max Flies, because this Max spike is very good. For sprinters that don't like the Max Fly because of its bounciness and you don't feel too good on the ground starting, this is the spike you want to get a good start. It has the light stretch foam, it has rods in here. It's a good spike, very good for blocks. For sprinters who like a good start and who feel closer to the ground than the Max Fly, this is the spike for you. It's another super spike. It's a second super spike. The first was the Max Fly, this is the Adidas version, and this is a really good spike. This spike's going to run you a lot of money. In Canada, it's not obtainable. You have to get it on eBay or GOAT or resale sites. It's going to cost you around $400. A pair of Max Flies, always going to have on Nike. It's going to run you $235 Canadian before shipping, around $280, $275 after shipping. But I'm telling you, this is a good spike. I don't wear these often because I'm not used to this style of running. This is very high. It's different for me. I like the Max Fly. I like the responsiveness on the Max Fly better, but these are really good. And this is my tier list of the spikes I own. I have a lot of plans I want to do this year, and I want to get some more track spikes. I tried to order a pair of Puma Nitro Elite 2s, and my credit card kept declining, so I just declined that. But eventually I want to get a pair of Pumas. I want to get the Asics Metaspeed, the spikes that Fred Curly's are wearing. I want to try those. Those look pretty cool. But I hope you enjoy my tier list. Rate, comment, subscribe, like. 99% of watch my videos are not subscribed, so please try and subscribe, support the channel, and see you guys later, guys. Bye bye.